In this video, we are focusing on addition and subtraction of decimals. Addition and subtraction of decimals follows the same procedures as those for whole numbers. Line up the ones, tens, hundreds, etc. in a column and either add or subtract. So I've got two examples here of the same type of question. One is whole numbers, one is decimals. This one here is 514 plus 272 plus 106. Okay, so we've added all these columns up to achieve an answer of 892. So 4 plus 2 plus 6 is 12. Carry the 1 shown in red. 1 plus 1 plus 7 is 9. And 5 plus 2 plus 1 is 8. We've done exactly the same thing over here, except our numbers are now 51.4, 27.2, and 10.6. So it's really important when you write the decimals that you keep the decimal points lined up under each other. All right? This keeps the columns in perfect formation with the tenths, the ones, and the tenths. So I'm going to just draw columns down for you to show you the separation. Okay? So we do the same thing. 4 tenths plus 2 tenths plus 6 tenths is 12 tenths. So we leave the 2 and we carry the 1. So that column there of decimals is separating our tenths, our part numbers, with our whole numbers. We add 1 plus 1 plus 7 equals 9. And then 5 plus 2 plus 1 equals 8. So we've done exactly the same thing for both sides. However, we've created a section through here, which I've made a column for the decimal places. So nothing changes. We keep it all lined up, depending if it's whole numbers or decimals, it doesn't really matter. Keep it lined up, keep it in its columns, and add as you normally would do. In some questions, we get numbers that have more or less of the decimals. So we've got these gaps. And the best thing that we can actually do in those gaps is fill them in. So I'm going to fill them in with a green pen and put zeros. And that helps us keep everything lined up. It doesn't confuse us. And the gaps are filled with zeros, which means we've got something there to think about when we do these calculations. Okay? So we're going to do this now. So 0 plus 2 plus 0 is 2. We've got 0 plus 1 plus 4 is 5. We've got 8 plus 0 plus 9 is 17. We carry the 1 and we put the decimal point in. We then add up 1 plus 4 plus 3 plus 5 and we get 13. We carry the 1. And we add the 1 and the 6 to get 7. So we have an answer of 73.752. Here we have a subtraction question, and as you can see there's a gap under the 5. I'm going to fill it in with a 0, so it makes it easy for me to follow and to keep my columns nice and lined up so I don't get confused. So like any additional subtraction question, you do complete the question as if the decimal places weren't there. So we're going to do that now. 5 minus 0 is 5. 3 minus 5 we can't do because 3 is less than 5. So we're going to borrow from the ones and bring that over here to make it a 13. 13 minus 5 is 8. The decimal place in. And now we're going to move to the ones. 5 minus 9 we can't do. So I'm going to cross this out, this number 4. Make it a 3 and give that number 1 to the 5 to make it a 15. 15 minus 9 equals 6. I then come across and I look at 3 minus 7 we can't do. Again, 3 is smaller than 7. So I'm going to cross out the 1, I'm borrowing, and I'm taking that 1, which is actually in the 100ths column, and giving that to the 3 to make it a 13. 13 minus 7 is 6. So I have an answer of 66.85.